Namaste and welcome back to online mathematics class. Last class we have discussed first 7 questions from exercise 10.2 of NCERT class 10 mathematics test. Today we shall discuss the remaining questions from exercise 10.2. Let me start. Here the question is, a quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Prove that AB plus CD equal to AD plus BC. Here a quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Okay. And we have to prove AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. AB, DC, opposite sides. BC, AD, opposite sides. Okay. From this figure, it is clear that AP and AS are tangents drawn from the external point A, and by theorem 10.2 they are of equal length. The length of tangents drawn from external point to a circle are equal. Similarly, BP and BQ are tangents drawn from the external point B, so they are equal. And CQ, CR, tangents from the point C. DR, DS, tangents from the point D. Okay, that we can write first. AP equal to AS, BP equal to BQ, then CR equal to CQ, DR equal to DS. Reason: length of tangents drawn from external point to a circle are equal. That is by theorem 10.2. Now we can take the LHS part. LHS is AB plus CD. And we can split AB into two parts. AB, this side AB, AP plus BP. Okay, AP, BP. So AB can be written as AP plus BP. Then what is CD? CD, CR plus DR. Okay, the total length CD is given by CR plus DR. CR plus DR. Now we can rewrite all these values using this relation AP equal to AS. So instead of AP we can write AS. Then BP equal to BQ. CR equal to CQ. DR equal to DS. Okay. Again look at the figure. We want to prove AB plus CD equal to AD plus BC. AD is the sum of AS and DS. Right. So we can collect first and last term together. AS plus DS, then plus BC. BC is the sum of BQ and CQ. So the middle two terms, BQ plus CQ. So what we can write? AS plus DS. AS plus DS is equal to AD. So AD, then plus BQ plus CQ. BQ, CQ. The total length BC, which is equal to RHS. Okay. Now we move on to question number 11. Prove that the parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. It is similar to the previous question, question number 8. Okay, the only difference is instead of a general quadrilateral, we are given a parallelogram. The last problem we have discussed what? A general quadrilateral. Okay, so here it is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram. We have to prove ABCD is a rhombus. Okay, here instead of writing LHS equal to, we can start with the step AB plus CD equal to. Okay, now AB plus CD is equal to, and no need to write which is equal to RHS. Okay, so here we got AB plus CD equal to AD plus BC. That is AB plus CD equal to AD plus BC. We can take it as equation number 1. Okay. Now we are given ABCD is a parallelogram. Given ABCD is a parallelogram. And we know the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So here AB equal to CD and BC equal to AD. Now equation 1 implies AB and CD are equal, so we can write AB plus AB. Instead of CD, I write AB. Okay, which is equal to AD plus BC. BC and AD are equal, so we can replace AD by BC. BC plus BC. That is 2AB equal to 2BC. 2 and 2 we can cancel. AB is equal to BC. That means the adjacent sides are equal. Already opposite sides are equal. Here we got the adjacent sides are also equal. That means all the 4 sides are of equal length. Therefore, what we can conclude, ABCD is a rhombus. Understood? Now we shall discuss question number 9. In figure, xy and x dash y dash are two parallel tangents to a circle. Xy and x dash y dash. These two are two parallel tangents with the center O and another tangent AB with the point of contact C. AB is another tangent with point of contact C intersecting xy at A. Intersecting the tangent xy at A and x dash y dash at the point B. Prove that angle AOB equal to 90 degree. AOB, this angle will be equal to 90 degree, that we have to prove. Okay. So here we can make on construction. We have to draw a helping line. We can join OC. Now we can consider these two triangles, namely OPA and OCA. Okay. So in triangle OPA and triangle OCA, we are going to prove these two triangles are congruent. Two triangles are congruent. Here OP is the radius and XY is the tangent. So by theorem 10.1 we can say this angle will be equal to 90 degree. Tangent is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Okay. So angle OPA equal to 90 degree. Here also OC radius AB tangent. So angle OCA will be equal to 90 degree. Here we can write angle OPA equal to angle OCA is 90 degree. Reason, tangent is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. That is by theorem 10.1. Now here OA is the common side. OA equal to OA common. And what about AP and AC? AP and AC are tangents from external point A. So we can say these two are equal. By theorem 10.2, the length of tangents drawn from external point of a circle are equal. Okay. So what we can write? AP is equal to AC by theorem 10.2. Therefore, triangle OPA is congruent to triangle OCA by RHS congruence rule. It is a right triangle, right angle, hypotenuse and on other side. the hypotenuse and one other side is equal to the hypotenuse and another side of another right triangle, then the two triangles are what? Congruent. So using that theorem, we can write triangle OPA is congruent to triangle OCA. RHS congruence rule. So what we are going to conclude is these two angles are equal. In congruent triangles, corresponding parts are equal. Here we are going to take this angle only. Angle OAP equal to angle OAC. Okay. Angle OAP equal to angle OAC CPCT. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Right. Now one more thing we can write is these two are equal, and what about angle PAB, the whole angle PAB? It is the double of any one of these two angles. Right. These two angles are equal. OAP equal to OAC. These two are equal, and the total angle will be the double of any one of these two angles. Okay. So we can write, therefore angle PAB will be equal to 2 times angle OAC. I take this angle OAC. We can take it as equation number 1. Okay. Similarly, we can prove these two triangles, namely OQB and OCB. These two triangles are congruent, and from this also we can derive another relation, and then we can combine and we can arrive at the conclusion. Okay. Now we can consider triangle OQB and OCB. So in triangle OQB and triangle OCB, angle OQB is equal to angle OCB, each 90 degree by theorem 10.1. Okay, and OB is the common side. OB is equal to OB common. Here BQ and BC are tangents from the external point B. So we can write BQ is equal to BC by theorem 10.2. Length of tangents drawn from external point of a circle are equal. Therefore, triangle OQB is congruent to triangle OCB by which rule? RHS congruence rule. So as in the first case, we can conclude angle OBQ, this one, OBQ will be equal to angle OBC. These two angles are equal. Angle OBQ will be equal to angle OBC, CPCT. Therefore, here also we can take the whole angle QBA, this total angle QBA. Therefore, angle QBA is equal to 2 times angle OBC. Two angles are equal, so the whole angle is the double of this angle OBC. Angle OBC. Here this can be taken as equation 2. Here XY and X dash Y dash are two parallel tangents, right? So we can consider AB as a transversal, and these two tangents are what? Parallel lines. XY and X dash Y dash are two parallel lines that are intersected by a transversal, namely AB. So what about the angle PAB and QBA? These two angles PAB, QBA. These are interior angles on the same side of the transversal, right? These two angles are interior angles on the same side of the transversal, or we can say co-interior angle, allied angle, or consecutive interior angle. Okay. So what about these two angles These two angles are supplementary. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. So using that theorem, here we can write, but angle PAB plus angle QBA gives 180 degree co-interior angle or consecutive interior angle. Or you can write interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Okay. Now you can replace the values. PAB, angle PAB will be equal to 2 times OAC. So 2 into angle OAC plus 2 into angle OBC equal to 180 degree. 2 we can take common. 2 into angle OAC plus angle OBC equal to 180 degree. That is angle OAC plus angle OBC will be equal to 180 divided by 2, which gives 90 degree. Okay. Now we can consider triangle AOB. Triangle AOB. So in triangle AOB, we can apply angle sum property. Angle AOB, this angle AOB plus then angle OAB, plus then the third angle is angle OBA, which is equal to 180 degree angle sum property. Okay. And what about angle OAB plus angle OBA? The sum of these two angles is equal to what? How much? 90 degree. OAC is same as what? OAB. If we extend AC, we get what? AB. So OAC equal to OAB. Okay. And OBC, this angle, it is same as OBA. So OAB plus OBA will be equal to how much? 90 degree. So here we can write angle AOB plus 90 degree equal to 180 degree. Therefore angle AOB equal to 180 minus 90, which gives 90 degree. That we have to prove. Okay. Here the next question is, prove that the angle between the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle. Angle between these two tangents, that is here, angle APB, is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment joining the point of contact at the center. Here A and B are point of contact and the line segment joining the point of contact to the center are AO and BO. Okay, these are the radius of the same circle. Okay, and we know the radius is perpendicular to the tangent. Okay, by theorem 10.1. So here OA is perpendicular to AP and OB is perpendicular to BP. That we can write here in figure. OA perpendicular to AP and OB perpendicular to BP by theorem 10.1. Tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Okay. So what we can write? So angle OAP 90 degree and angle OBP, it is also 90 degree perpendicular. So angle is how much? 90 degrees. Now we can consider the quadrilateral. Here AOBP is a quadrilateral. So in quadrilateral AOBP. We can apply angle sum property. We know the sum of angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. So here we can write angle OAP, angle OAP plus APB, angle APB plus OBP, this one, angle OBP, then plus AOB, this one, angle AOB will be equal to 360 degree using angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Now we can put the values of OAP and OBP, both are 90 degree. So here OAP 90 degree, then plus angle APB, then plus OBP also 90 degree, then plus angle AOB equal to 360 degree. We can rearrange the terms. There is angle APB plus angle AOB plus 90 plus 90. 90 plus 90 is 180 degree, which is equal to 360 degree. Or we can write angle APB plus angle AOB equal to 360 minus 180. Therefore, angle APB plus angle AOB equal to 360 minus 180 is what? 180 degree. That means here APB is the angle between these two tangents, and AOB is the angle at the center. Okay, so the sum of these two angles we got as 180 degree. That means they are supplementary. Okay, angle APB plus angle AOB equal to 180 degree. So what we can conclude? Therefore, the angle between the two tangents drawn from an external point of a circle is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment joining the point of contact at the center of the circle. Clear? Now we move on to question number 12. A triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 4 cm such that the segments BD and DC, into which BC is divided by the point of contact D, are of length 8 cm and 6 cm respectively. Find the sides AB and AC. Okay, so here we are given a triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 4 cm. So here we can mark this length OD as 4 cm. Here it is the radius, so the angle will be 90 degree. Tangent is perpendicular to the radius. The segments BD and DC are of length 8 and 6 cm. We have to find the sides AB and AC. So first of all, we can make some constructions. We have to draw some helping lines. We can join OA, OB and OC. Okay, so here we can write join OA, OB and OC. Now one more thing is, we have to draw perpendicular from the center O to the side AB and also to the side AC. Here we can write draw OE perpendicular to AB and OF perpendicular to AC. So I repeat, we join OA, OB and OC. Then we draw OE perpendicular to AB, OE perpendicular to the side AB or the tangent AB, and OF perpendicular to AC, OF perpendicular to AC. Clear? Here we are given the length BD and CD. So BD is equal to 8 cm given, which implies BE also equal to 8 cm because BD and BE are tangents from the point B. Okay. So BE is equal to 8 centimeter. Also given CD 6 centimeter. So CD 6 centimeter implies CF also 6 centimeter. Because CD and CF are tangents from the point C. So here we can write CF also is equal to 6 centimeter. Now we can take AE as X units. Let AE is equal to X. So we can say AF is also X units. Because AE and AF are tangents from the external point A. So AE equal to X, which is equal to AF. Okay. Now we can consider the whole triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, we can write the length of the sides. AB is equal to X plus 8. This can be taken as small letter A. And BC is equal to 8 plus 6, which is equal to 14. This can be taken as small b. And the AC is equal to X plus 6. This can be taken as small letter C. So here A, B, C are the length of the sides of triangle ABC. Now we can find the area of triangle ABC using Heron's formula. That's why we take the sides as A, B and C. First of all, we have to find what? Semi-perimeter or the half perimeter S. S is equal to A plus B plus C divided by 2, and we can proceed. Okay. So S is equal to A plus B plus C divided by 2, and that will be equal to X plus 8 then plus 14 plus X plus 6 divided by 2, or we can write 2x plus 28 divided by 2. From this we can take on 2 common. 2 into x plus 14 divided by 2. 2 and 2 cancel. We get x plus 14. The value of S is equal to semi-perimeter is equal to x plus 14. Now S minus A, that is x plus 14 minus x plus 8, which is equal to x plus 14 minus x minus 8. This minus x and plus x we can cancel. 14 minus 8, which is equal to 6. S minus B, x plus 14 minus of 14. 14 and minus 14 we can cancel, we get x. Then S minus C, x plus 14 minus x plus 6, which is equal to x plus 14 minus x minus 6. This minus x plus x we can cancel. 14 minus 6 is what? 8. Okay. Now we can use the Heron's formula to find the area of this triangle. What is Heron's formula? Area of triangle is equal to root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Okay. So here we can write area of triangle ABC equal to square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Okay. Now we can replace the values. Root of S is x plus 14 into S minus A, it is 6, into S minus B, x, into S minus C, 8. Okay, take it as equation number 1. Clear? Now we can consider this whole triangle ABC as 3 triangles. Look at the figure. First one, BOC, this triangle. BOC. Then AOB, this one. AOB. And AOC, this one. Okay. So, we can find area of triangle ABC in another way. First of all, we have to find the area of these 3 triangles, and we have add the area to get area of triangle ABC. BOC, AOB, AOC. Clear? Now area of triangle BOC equal to, here we can apply direct formula, half BH. Area of triangle is equal to half BH. Here half into base is BC, BC into height is OD, perpendicular is OD, and we can replace the known values. Half into BC is 14 and OD, the radius is 4. We can cancel these two. 14 into 2, 14 into 2 is 28, 28 centimeter square. Okay. Similarly, we can find area of triangle AOB. Area of triangle AOB equal to, here half into base is AB into height, perpendicular is OE, or we can write half into AB. AB is x plus 8 and OE, here also 4, it is also the radius. 4 and 2 cancel, 2. So 2x plus 8 into 2, 16 centimeter square. Okay. Now we can find the area of triangle AOC. Area of triangle AOC equal to half into base AC into perpendicular OF. That is half into AC, x plus 6, then OF is 4. This 2 and 4 cancel. 2x plus 12 centimeter square. Okay. Now we can add these three areas to get the area of triangle ABC. So we can write again area of triangle ABC equal to area of triangle BOC, then plus area of triangle AOB, then plus area of triangle AOC. Okay, we can replace all the three values. Here area of triangle BOC is 28. So 28 plus area of triangle AOB 2x plus 16, then plus area of triangle AOC 2x plus 12. We can add the variables first. 2x plus 2x 4x, then plus 28 plus 16 plus 12. 28 plus 16 is 44. 44 plus 12 56. Here we can take on 4 common. So 4 into x plus 14 centimeter square. So this will be the area of triangle ABC. We can take it as equation number 2. In equation 1 we got one value for the area of triangle ABC. Here also we got one value. We can equate these two equations. Now from 1 and 2 we get, from equation 1 and equation 2 we get square root of x plus 14 into x into 6 into 8, which is equal to, into it is 4 into x plus 14. Okay. Now we can square on both sides. Squaring on both sides. And while taking the square, this radical sign changes, square root changes. So x plus 14 into x into 6 into 8 will be equal to 4 square is 16. Here x plus 14 the whole square. Now we can cancel on x plus 14 here square. 8 and 16 2 times. Again 2 and 6 3 times. Right. So left side 3x, which is equal to here x plus 14. Okay. Or we can write 3x minus x is equal to 14. 2x is equal to 14. X is equal to 14 by 2. X is equal to 7. Now we can easily find the values AB and AC. AB is equal to x plus 8. Here 7 plus 8, which gives 15 centimeter. and AC is equal to x plus 6. Here 7 plus 6, which is equal to 13 centimeter. So these are the length of the sides AB and AC. AB 15 centimeter, AC 13 centimeter. Okay. Now we move on to the last question in this exercise. Prove that opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angles at the center of the circle. So here the opposite sides AB and DC, BC and AD subtend supplementary angles at the center. So we have to join AO, BO, CO and DO in order to get the angle. Okay, angle at the center. Here we can write the construction. Join OA, OB, OC and OD. And what we have to prove? We have to prove AOB, this one, angle AOB plus angle COD, supplementary. Okay, these opposite sides subtend supplementary angles. Okay, so AOB plus COD equal to 180. Similarly, this one BOC then plus AOD, BOC plus AOD. So the sum of the two angles also equal to 180 degree. Once again, AOB plus COD 180, BOC plus AOD 180. That we want to prove. So here we want to make one more construction. We have to draw perpendiculars from the center O to all the sides. Okay. So here we can write P, Q, R and S. So we can write draw OP perpendicular to AB, OQ perpendicular to BC, then OR perpendicular to CD and OS perpendicular to AD. Okay. Now we can mark the angles as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. In order to make our calculation more easier, we can mark 1, 2, 3 up to 8. There are 8 angles. Right. And what about angle 1 and 2? Look at this figure. Here AP and AS are equal tangents. And clearly these two triangles are congruent. AP and AS equal, OA common side, OS and OP are radii of the same circle. So clearly these two triangles are congruent. So what we can say? Angle 1 will be equal to angle 2. Okay. That we can write here. From figure, angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Similarly, angle 3 and angle 4 are equal. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Then angle 5 equal to angle 6. And angle 7 is equal to angle 8. Okay. We know the angle around a point is 360 degree. One complete revolution will be equal to 360 degree. So if we add all the 8 angles, we get 360 degree. Okay. So here we can write, we have angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, then plus angle 8, which is equal to 360 degree. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove AOB equal to COD. That's the first one. So AOB consists of angle 2 and angle 3. Angle 2 and angle 3. And COD, it consists of angle 6 and angle 7. Okay. So all other angle we have to change. angle 1 is equal to angle 2, then plus angle 2 plus angle 3, then plus angle 4 is equal to angle 3, then plus angle 5 is equal to angle 6, again angle 6, then angle 7, then plus angle 8 is equal to angle 7, which is equal to 360 degree. Okay, all the four angles comes 2 times, so we can write 2 into angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 6 plus angle 7, which is equal to 360 degree. Or we can write angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 6 plus angle 7 is equal to 360 divided by 2, which gives 180 degree. Here we can group the terms angle 2, angle 3, angle 6, angle 7. What is angle 2 plus angle 3? It is nothing but angle AOB. So here we can write, therefore angle AOB plus, and angle 6 plus angle 7. Look at the figure. Angle 6 plus angle 7. COD. Angle COD, which gives 180 degree. That means these opposite angles are supplementary. So the first part is over. Similarly, we can prove the second part. Again, we can consider the same property. Sum of all the angles. Angle 1 plus, angle 2 plus, angle 3 plus, angle 4 plus, angle 5 plus, angle 6 plus, angle 7 plus, angle 8, which is equal to 360 degree. Here we have to prove angle BOC plus AOD. Okay. So BOC consists of 4 and 5. And AOD 1 and 8. So we have to keep these 4 angles and we can change the other angles. Okay. So angle 1 plus angle 2. Angle 2 is equal to angle 1. Then plus angle 3. Angle 3 equal to angle 4. Angle 4 plus angle 4. Then plus angle 5 plus, and angle 6. Angle 6 is equal to angle 5. So angle 5. Then plus angle 7 is equal to angle 8. Then plus angle 8, which is equal to 360. Here also all the 4 angles come 2 times. So 2 into angle 1 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 8, which is equal to 360 degree. Or we can write angle 1 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 8, which is equal to 360 divided by 2 equal to 180 degree. Now we can arrange the angle. Here angle 1 and angle 8. So first and last. Angle 1 plus angle 8. Then plus angle 4 plus angle 5, which is equal to 180 degree. Here angle 1 plus angle 8. What is angle 1 plus angle 8? Angle 1 plus angle 8 is AOD. Okay. So we can write, therefore angle AOD plus, and angle 4 plus angle 5. Angle 4 plus angle 5. BOC. Angle BOC, which is equal to 180 degree. So the second part is also over. These 2 pairs of opposite angles are also supplementary. Okay, so what we can conclude? Therefore, opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angles at the center of the circle. That means AOB plus COD equal to 180 degree and AOD plus BOC is also equal to 180 degree. Understood? So this finishes exercise 10.2 as well as the chapter circles. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Thank you.